Life isn't a rehearsal. Every decision shapes the one life you have. Relationships are no exception. They can be your greatest source of growth or your heaviest anchor. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself is to let go, even of people you once held close. Cutting ties is never easy, but it is necessary when a relationship consistently pulls you away from your values, your peace, or your purpose. Let's delve deeper into the 9 signs that it's time to make this difficult but liberating choice. Number 1, they refuse to respect your boundaries. They refuse to respect your boundaries. Boundaries are not just lines, they're declarations of what you stand for and what you won't tolerate. They define how you protect your energy, your time, and your values. When someone refuses to respect those boundaries, they show that their comfort, control, or desires matter more than your well-being. Imagine a garden. You carefully tend to it, nurturing its growth. A person who disrespects boundaries is like someone who stomps through your garden without care, trampling the flowers you've worked so hard to grow. Over time, the damage becomes irreversible. Stoicism teaches us that we can't control the actions of others, but we can control our response. Enforcing your boundaries isn't about being harsh or selfish. It's about protecting what matters most. If someone constantly tests or violates those boundaries, it's a signal they don't respect the core of who you are. You owe it to yourself to put distance between you and those who refuse to honor your limits. Number 2, they're anchored in negativity. Negativity isn't just an attitude, it's a force. It's contagious, pulling everything around it into its orbit. People who dwell in negativity will drag you into their world of complaints, doubts, and despair. Over time, their outlook becomes your reality. Picture trying to climb a mountain while someone clings to your back, refusing to walk. Every step becomes harder until you're exhausted, not from the climb, but from carrying their weight. Negativity is like that. It makes your journey feel heavier than it needs to be. A Stoic focuses on what they can control and accepts what they cannot. Negative people, however, focus on what's wrong and amplify it. They magnify problems, dismiss solutions, and drain hope from any situation. While it's compassionate to offer support, it's also essential to protect your own mental space. Sometimes the best way to help yourself and them is to walk away and let them face their negativity without pulling you down. Number 3, they manipulate your emotions. Manipulation is a silent toxin. It works in whispers, twists truths, and leaves you doubting yourself. Whether it's guilt-tripping, gaslighting, or subtle control, emotional manipulation undermines your confidence and autonomy. Imagine a puppet on strings. The manipulator pulls and you move. But you're not a puppet. You're a person with your own agency. Cutting the strings is the only way to reclaim your freedom. Stoicism urges us to anchor ourselves in reason, not in the fleeting emotions stirred by others. A manipulator thrives on keeping you unbalanced, unsure, and dependent. By stepping away, you break their hold and remind yourself of your power. Don't engage in their games. The only winning move is not to play. Number 4, they envy your growth. Envy is a quiet, corrosive force. It hides behind polite words and forced smiles, yet its presence is unmistakable. People who envy your success often find subtle ways to diminish your achievements, criticize your efforts, or distance themselves from you. Think of a tree growing tall in a forest. Instead of admiring its beauty, some will curse its shadow. But the tree doesn't sigh growing to appease the smaller plants around it. It continues to reach for the sunlight, unapologetically. Envy reveals more about the person feeling it than the one it's directed toward. A Stoic recognizes that the opinions and insecurities of others are beyond their control. What matters is staying true to your values and growth. Don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Those who can't celebrate your success aren't meant to share your journey. Number 5, they drain your energy. Time and energy are finite. Every moment spent with someone who drains you is a moment lost. Energy vampires don't contribute. They consume. They demand attention, stir drama, or lean on you for support without reciprocation. Imagine your energy as a glass of water. Each interaction either fills it or depletes it. With energy-draining relationships, your glass is always empty, leaving you parched and unable to thrive. Stoicism teaches the importance of prioritizing what nourishes the soul. Protect your energy as fiercely as you would protect your physical health. Life is too short to waste on people who leave you feeling depleted after every encounter. Number 6, they refuse accountability. Mistakes are inevitable. Growth requires acknowledging them. But some people refuse accountability, choosing instead to shift blame, make excuse, or deny their role in conflicts. Accountability is the bedrock of trust. Without it, relationships crumble under the weight of unresolved issues. Imagine a bridge with missing supports. It's only a matter of time before it collapses. A Stoic values truth and integrity. They don't shy away from their own flaws, nor do they tolerate repeated dishonesty in others. When someone consistently refuses to own their actions, it's a sign they lack the maturity or respect to build a healthy relationship. Let them face their path while you walk yours. Number 7, they exploit your kindness. Kindness is one of humanity's greatest strengths, but in the wrong hands, it's seen as a weakness to be exploited. People who take advantage of your kindness see your generosity as an endless resource to drain for their benefit. Picture a well in the desert. It offers life to those in need, but if overdrawn without care, it runs dry. Your kindness too has limits. It must be protected to remain sustainable. A Stoic practices kindness without expectation, but also with wisdom. Recognize when your generosity is being abused. Protect your capacity for compassion by setting boundaries with those who exploit it. Number 8, they thrive on chaos. Some people are addicted to drama. They create storms wherever they go, dragging others into their chaos. They mistake conflict for excitement and stability for boredom. Imagine trying to build a sandcastle while someone repeatedly kicks it down. You can't create anything lasting in an environment of constant destruction. A Stoic values inner peace and seeks to minimize unnecessary turmoil. Don't let someone else's chaos dictate your life. Step away and prioritize the calm you need to grow and thrive. Number 9, they sabotage your purpose. Your purpose is your North Star. It guides your decisions and fuels your progress. When someone consistently undermines your goals, they become an obstacle to your growth. Picture climbing a mountain with someone pulling you back. Every step forward is harder than it needs to be. Eventually, you realize you're fighting them as much as the climb itself. A Stoic commits to their purpose with unwavering focus. They don't allow distractions to derail them. If someone sabotages your journey, it's a sign they are not aligned with your path. Letting go of them isn't a loss. It's an act of devotion to your purpose. Cutting ties isn't about hate. It's about love. Love for your own growth, your peace, and your future. Stoicism reminds us to focus on what we can control and release what no longer serves us. Walking away is not a failure, it's freedom. If this resonated with you, take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Together, let's cultivate a life of strength, clarity, and purpose.